For many people, moving into a home is one of the most exciting milestones of their lives. For others, homeownership can seem like an impossible dream. And for adults with disabilities, it becomes even more challenging. But today, alongside our friends at Acme Home Exterior, we prove that anyone can become a homeowner, no matter their story. All it takes is the right people to build something new. This is the Design and Remodeling Show. Our story begins with the People's Church of East Lansing, who partnered with both Lynx and Habitat for Humanity to provide housing for adults living with disabilities. Together, all three have the ambitious goal of restoring this rundown home. And to address the roofing and siding, our friend Dan Smeek from Acme Home Exteriors volunteered, not only to support this project, but also because his younger brother actually lives in this community.
The work that Dan and his team at Acme is doing and partnering with Habitat for Humanity and Lynx and People's Church is really, really amazing. Excited to see the impact this is having on the community.
I just think of the freedom and the flexibility that these adults are going to have to be able to live in their own homes. And it's so cool that Dan's brother Matt actually lives in one of these homes down here in Lansing.
For us to be able to be a part of something and to be a part of a company that likes to impact families and make a difference in our communities, it's amazing what homes do for people.
Before the project begins, Dan will sit down with his brother Matt to hear how being a part of the Lynx community gives him freedom as an adult with disabilities. Next, we'll check in on the Acme team during the roofing portion of this project. Then we'll learn about the history of this home from the CEO of Habitat for Humanity and the founder of the Lynx organization. After that, Michael and I will check in during the siding portion and even lend a hand to Dan and his team. Finally, we will all gather together to dedicate this home with a community barbecue. But first, let's meet Dan's brother.
Hey, Matt. I'm 11 years older than you, so I remember when we brought you home because you were adopted.
Yeah.
So you were just little. I still remember this one time I was pushing you on the swing. I don't know if you remember this. I handed you a frog. You remember what you did to it?
I don't know
You
what.
stuck it right in your mouth.
Oh, nasty.
But you were like 3 years old. It was really funny. So how old are you now?
32.
You're 32. And after you graduated, you lived at home for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't want to live at home anymore, right?
No. I like it up here.
Yeah. I remember when Mom and Dad told me that you were going to move here, I remember you being super excited because you don't like change a lot. Sometimes you don't like when things change, but now you're meeting lots of new friends here.
Yes, we play board games and
Oh, cool.
and then the next night we watch movies here, and then the next night we go different places.
Tell me a little bit about like this house. Like, what are the things you like to do while you're here?
I like to paint pictures and put pictures on walls and collect them. And then I like to paint t-shirts while I'm here. And I love cars too. Cars are my favorite. I'm good at models.
Yeah, you have a lot of cars.
I got plenty of models. I got enough cars and trucks. I don't think I can buy any more. I do cleaning, like mopping and vacuuming and dusting and washing the floors.
Don't you mow the neighbor's lawn sometimes?
Yeah, I mow the yard. I mow like 4 yards. And then they pay me, and I do like a good job. They pay me like $20 for allowance money. So if I can get some like airplanes I can put on my bunk bed.
So do you love living on your own?
Yes.
What's your favorite part about living on your own?
I like my freedom.
Not having Mom tell you what to do all the time?
Yeah.
But that was pretty nice to you, I think.
You're pretty nice.
Matthew's home gives him the freedom to be independent while still receiving support from his family and new friends. And just around the corner, his brother is making a difference as he begins the roofing portion of this new home.
Today is all about the roofing. This morning we tore off the roof. Right now we're starting to actually shingle it, put the shingles on. Now, with a roofing project, the roof is not the only part that needs to be done. There's actually quite a few steps that have to take place beforehand. If we don't have enough materials, slows down the project, that can be a problem. If you don't have the permit, that's illegal. Again, a lot of little things that we do up front so that when we actually get out here, we're all prepared to do the project and do it efficiently. So this roof is very unique in the fact that it is very steep, so it's very hard to walk on. So we have special safety equipment today. Everybody's attached into harnesses, and we have boards across that the guys can walk on and move on. The other part that makes this roof unique is that it had 3 layers of shingles. Now, they only allow 2, We only install one ever, so we never go over another layer of shingles. But this had 3 layers. So if you think about it, each layer is at least 20 years old, probably more. This roof has been on 60 to 70 years from the beginning. So the new shingles that we're putting on is an architectural shingle made by GAF, and it's the GAF HDZ timber lines. The reason we go with GAF as our product of choice for roofing is just because of the relationship we have with them. They have some of the best warranties in the business, backed by the manufacturer. My brother being a part of the Links organization and living in one of their homes, I'm super excited to be able to protect someone's home for a really long time.
It's inspiring to see Dan and his team on the job site making a real difference. Now let's hear from Habitat for Humanity and Links to learn a little bit more about how this project first began.
I'm Brent Taylor, CEO of Habitat for Humanity Capital Region.
And I'm Mary Douglas. I'm a founder of the Lansing Intentional Communities, which we refer to as Links, and I have a son who's in the community. This model is a fairly unique model. These individuals live independently with some supports from the community. They play games together, watch movies together, have meals together, and one day a week they go out into the community together. Really not just being part of their own community, but being part of the greater Lansing community. We're creating a place where they feel like they have a family surrounding them, but yet are living independently as adults and not living in their parents' basement for the rest of their life.
The way this whole project came to be, a couple of years ago, maybe even longer, we got a call from the People's Church in East Lansing, and they were talking about how they had an organization in town that they wanted to work with, and then, fortuitously, we took some donated properties from University of Michigan Health in the Eastfield neighborhood, and that's sort of how we ended up where we are today.
We already currently own 2 homes in the Eastfield neighborhood, and so the location was perfect. We were contacted by People's Church, who was looking to have a really community-based project as part of their capital campaign. So all their fundraising wasn't looking internal, but also out into the community. We've been looking at possibilities for adults with disabilities in the Lansing area for a long time, but we've been kind of on our own to try to get ourselves established. And this contribution by the People's Church and partnering with you has just made this expansion for us remarkable.
Most groups that get involved with us, they want to volunteer, but People's Church, we've dedicated 1 day a week just to People's Church folks. They've filled up their slots every time. For us, we really feel like because of all the community support, the project is really moving along quickly. I think it was about 10 months ago maybe that we just started the demo on that property, started pulling all the old stuff out. I had several trips with Mary and her crew to kind of walk through the house and say, well, what if we did this? And could have put another wash and dry here and stuff, so they could be assured that it was really going to fit for their residents and for the Links program, because obviously that's top priority. So, Habitat, even though we're part of an international organization, Habitat Capital Region, we do all our work here in the community, raise all our money here in the community, so we very much consider ourselves a local nonprofit as opposed to a global one. And so to be involved with community, and then of course Dan Smeek with Acme Exteriors, who does work with Habitat, says, hey, my brother is a Links resident too. I'd like to be involved in this project. The siding and the roof and all that done by Acme. It's on time, it's on budget, which, is always one of our goals.
That's always good. So my son Drew is the roommate of Matt Smeeks, and they've been together for about 3 years, and they both are just super social and love to be out in the community and connecting, and they've loved the Habitat project.
Every time I've gone to site to check on how things are coming, Drew's often there and he's asking questions, and he's gotten to know all of our construction team so well, and Matt's been there as well, and they've been helpful when there's some tasks that we can have them help us with. It's neat to see the way they've kind of adopted this, to know, hey, we've got more people coming to our community, and just that excitement is really heartwarming to see.
I see a future that looks very stable for my son and that gives him a place to belong. I feel it's been overwhelmingly successful for him and for all of the residents.
Every time we dedicate a home to anyone, it's a life-changing moment for them, and it's one of the high points of my life to be there handing off those keys. But in this case, it's been a really exciting thing to be a part of.
The People's Church, Habitat for Humanity, Links, and Acme have worked tirelessly to get this project across the finish line, and it's time for Michael and I to join and do our part.
Today we're out here to visit the site that Acme is currently putting the siding up on this Habitat for Humanity home.
And I think Dan is even gonna have us swing the hammer a little bit and put up some vinyl siding today.
Sweet, that's gonna be fun.
We're just starting the siding, getting the first pieces on, and we should be done with probably this side today. And this siding was a little bit unique than maybe some other siding projects. It had a very old wood siding that we found underneath. And there was a lot of repairs and stuff over the years, and we really had to smooth everything out. And then we put a foam on it, which that was done by Habitat and volunteers to get ready for us to come in and put on the siding. This is what we call the starter. So this is the first piece that we have on. It kind of holds the bottom of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a piece of siding. This is Certainteed Main Street vinyl siding.
All right.
Here, you come over here, Isabel, and kind of hold that side.
Push up on that.
Did you feel the click?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay, sweet.
Feels like clicked in there.
So let go. Now the cool thing is,
Oh, wow.
with vinyl siding, you don't want to yank on it. You just kind of let it sit there.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna install siding nails, and these
Okay.
are made out of aluminum. Here you
Yep,
go.
yep,
You can
yep.
take that.
All right.
I'll hand you the hammer.
All right, here we go.
Typically, we want to find kind of a studs, but let's go ahead and put one on the
Think
U
we
right
have any
here.
studs?
Exactly.
Yeah, do we have studs?
That old siding behind it is actually pretty solid. The reason you let that loose is so that siding will actually move back and forth. A full piece of siding can expand and contract about a 1/4 inch. If you have everything tight, it's gonna buckle on you like that.
Yeah. And in this Michigan climate, we really have a lot of that extreme
We
heat
do.
and cool.
Yep.
So
I'll put a few real quick. It's back to where we need to be. If you have it, let's stick out too far, it actually can create little dots in the siding. The sun will heat it up if it's touching that. So
yep.
if you guys wanna get the feel, and let's do one more piece, and you can see this one. What's a little different about that one?
Oh yeah, we got our cutout right here.
Got a little notch out.
It's gonna go into this channel here.
Shade channel.
Kind of like it sounds, it actually channels the water away and protects the back.
So it grabbed on, now it's holding and it's ready
So
for some
are we
nails.
using nails because wood's behind it, or what?
Yep,
What's the
correct.
thought?
Yep, so, and we want to have long enough nails that go through the foam and into the wood. The wood siding acts as a strong substrate for us to put the nails in. If we could hit every stub, that'd be perfect, but thankfully there is good solid sheeting and wood behind here, so
Cool.
we don't have to worry too much.
When did you get those pouches?
These pouches,
Yeah.
I got these pouches 23 years ago.
23?
Yep, I bought them for 3 sweatshirts.
What do you mean you bought them for 3 sweaters? That's
So yeah, I was working with a guy and I had these sweatshirts, and my wife worked at a t-shirt place, and he's like, I want some of those sweatshirts, I'll give you this belt for it. And so next day I brought him in 3 of them, and I got a really nice belt for it. And it's
That's
really good
awesome.
quality,
and
and I've had it
23
forever.
years later.
Yep. Well, thanks for your help putting a little bit of you into this house.
With Acme being a long-standing partner of ours, it's really amazing to be out on the job site and see the progress that they've made on this project that really is going to impact the community.
All the skill and technique that goes into putting up a vinyl sided house,
Yeah.
and just being able to learn some of his tricks of the trade. Dan really knows his stuff.
Yeah, and one thing about Acme Exteriors is they are really detailed with all of their craftsmanship. And to see that today and be involved in it was really fun.
Yeah, it's great.
In about a week from now, we're gonna be able to have all the siding on, and this project, from our standpoint, will be all completed.
Acme was able to put the finishing touches on the home's exterior, completely transforming it into a new home that will last for many years to come. With the exterior of this home now finally protected, it's time to celebrate with the Lynx community.
So cool to be out here today and to see this party happen. I know there's been so much work from so many individuals really coming together to make today possible.
What was really amazing to me was when everybody came together, realizing, even though I've worked with these people throughout the whole project, realizing how many people it actually took and like how many people were involved, it blew me away.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is John Lundy, and I'm with the People's Church. This project is one that has been very important for our church and the community. We are very excited to be in partnership with Lynx, with Habitat, and with Acme. And we know that it's going to be very meaningful to this neighborhood and to the Lynx community.
When we first agreed to take this project on at Habitat, we thought, well, that's a little bit of a departure, right? Because normally we're building homes for families. Well, if you look around today and if you look at how much time the Lynx folks and the People's Church folks have spent on site here with us, I would say the Links community is absolutely a family. So this is not nearly as big a departure as we thought it was going to be.
This project is near and dear to me because my brother Matthew is part of the Links program, and so he's able to live here in the community. Links, thank you. You don't know how much it means to me that we have this opportunity for awesome people like Matthew and whoever else is moving in here, so I'm excited.
I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to be in a part of a wonderful welcoming community. Thank you for caring and for making this dream possible.
So I still remember the day when my brother got to move into his house, which is just around the corner, and how happy he was to finally get away from my parents, and move out like the rest of us had.
Yeah.
So today, getting to see Annalise brings it all around is pretty neat.
But you see the excitement, and even in your brother, he loves being here.
And at Custom Built, our core focus is to impact families. And we do that through remodeling, and it's so cool, Dan, to partner with you on the Design and Remodeling Show and showcase the impact that other companies are really making in our greater Lansing community.
Yeah, as we continue to showcase other companies, it's really our mission is to help raise up our community, bring to light the great things that are happening and the great companies that are making that happen to impact lives and impact families.
An anxiety that many adults with disabilities face is confronting their dreams of homeownership. But with the right support in a community filled with peace, love, and joy, one remodel can make the world of difference.